And good morning. Guess what?
What?
It's September the 1st. Welcome. Wow, my hair. I just saw the corner of my hair. I'm like, oh, must be a frizzy hair day for Colette, indeed. It is Hump Day, September the 1st, 2021. Countdown is on. The kids are going back to school.
8 days.
We're not counting.
No.
See you in September. Now I do realize if everybody does know Green Day, we've got that song, Kevin. Yes, wake him up when September ends. Well, indeed, my morning started that way because the tire tried to stop me from coming to work this morning and being slashed. So
that's right.
Here we are. So we are going to go to Craig and find out what the weather's like. It was a beautiful day. It turned out yesterday.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, for sure. Let's start with Craig. What's going on?
Here we go.
Yeah.
My pack's not working. Yeah, here we are, September 1st already. Kind of cool in the morning. That's a typical fall pattern. We have some cool temperatures coming our way for overnight as well. We'll take a look now at where we're going, Mike, the radar. Let's go to the radar then. Here we go. We're going to show you that there's nothing to worry about. With the radar, we have high pressure sitting over top of us, which is why we're kind of cool in the mornings. It's a typical fall pattern, cool nights, warm days. We are in for a warm day today. We'll take a look at your 12-hour forecast, and there we go. Just sunny skies today, folks. Maybe a few passing clouds, but really nothing to worry about. It's going to be a little breezy out there from the northwest. Those winds are going to come in at around 20 kilometers an hour. Be with us for about all day long, actually, and they're going to dissipate later on tonight. But the temperatures aren't bad. We're still above seasonal, believe it or not, at 22 degrees. And it's a very comfortable air mass. No humidity to worry about. The hot weather seems to be history now, but we will take a look at the end of the show, a outlook for the fall, and see what we're in store for as far as temperatures and precipitation. I think you're going to want to stick around for that. And you're going to want to stick around for the 3-day forecast coming up in a couple of minutes. Not looking all that bad. And we're going to send it right back to Heidi and Colette.
Thanks, Greg.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Awesome, yeah.
So there was a little bit of an issue last night that someone was critter crawling around and gave us a black. Gave the Great Northern Road a little bit of a dark scene for quite some time, for about an hour last evening. If you wanted McDonald's, Timmy's, the Indian food, or much else in that section of Great GNR, Connor calls it. Screws me up every time. Lights are out.
Look at that. My
No
God.
Happy Meals.
Talk about end of days.
No.
If that wouldn't send you into a full-blown panic, I don't know what would.
You know what I just realized? It's Whopper Wednesday, sister. Oh, yeah. Okay, so our day just got better. The power disruption made driving in the area reminiscent of traveling back country roads as drivers had difficulty navigating driveways at times.
Oh, come on.
Come on.
Headlights
are a thing,
I grew up driving back country roads. Even with the lights out, you couldn't make that mistake. Come on.
Pulling in the driveway.
How to tell when the article didn't pass through me first. I'd have called him on that.
Come on. Dan, put your glasses on, dude. The traffic lights still worked, but multiple businesses and at least one motel were out of power for about 45 minutes. No Happy Meals for 45 minutes. Everybody was ticked off and angry. And
definitely not happy.
They wanted their green apples that don't go crappy after a week in the car in the heat. Memorial Wall was revealed to the public yesterday.
Yes.
You've got all the updates. Update us, lady.
Okay, so they did hold a ceremony to acknowledge and remember those who have been lost to addiction. So Dan did put together, of course, a very well-spoken article. Emotions, obviously were going to be high and flowing freely as individuals were remembered yesterday afternoon. And this ceremony did take place just steps away from City Hall. So this was the unveiling of a memorial wall. So, of course, Mayor Provenzano did make a statement. He wanted to let everybody know, you are important, your life is important, you're important to our community and its future. We acknowledge your challenges, we care about you, and we are working to provide you the support that you need and deserve. So there were roughly 200 people who gathered for the unveiling. The memorial wall is meant to be a place where those who have lost someone to addiction can go to reflect And, it also serves as a reminder to the public at large of the human cost of the epidemic, which is running rampant in our city. And of course, again, this is, the significant portion of our population that are alleged to be struggling with addiction.
Yeah.
Tia Fleming, and we did cover the loss of Tia. Tia Fleming's mother, Lisa Foggia, promised herself she would never let Tia's death go in vain. She is a member of Saving Our Young Adults, which is also known as SOYA, from prescription drugs, and a partner in this project. She did also make a statement, and this is of course posted to the website, but I will read her statement because she would want
for sure
Tia to be acknowledged. So tomorrow marks 10 months without my Tia. As I reflect on her childhood, she was such a happy, loving, and exuberant child. Her beautiful smile and her love for life will always be remembered. Let's all make an effort to extend our compassion like she did. The memorial wall is a very personal thing to us, to Tia's name, as her name is on there, to honor her life and reflect and remember. It shows us a struggle that she shared with others. It's a visual representation to our city and community that her life mattered and that she will never be forgotten. So if you do have time, please do go. It's just steps away from City Hall. Do go and take a look at the memorial wall and take some time to reflect.
That's awesome. That was a great piece that they did. Way to go to the city of Sault Ste. Marie and to that beautiful statement, really. So we are thinking of Tia's mom. And we're also thinking of the people. We know that there's many people who watch this who are involved with some mental addictions and helping society. I know you watch the show, and we appreciate you and what you do for the city, and we're offering up that support. I have the most bizarre story to tell you.
What?
I don't know if you know yesterday, but there was a train. Okay, we had this conversation yesterday. Is it a gate? Is it a signal? Is it a rail? Well, all of the above, because this person took out the entire train section at Second Line and Carmen's Way. But wait, it gets better, Heidi. This person took the gate out at the customs, at the border. This is where it started.
Okay,
when this came in yesterday, it was like, what? How fast was this person traveling to take out the entire... There's the white van as it goes. Oh my God, I feel like we're watching O.J. Simpson. If the glove don't fit, you must have quit. That is the result of that white van. Okay, so we did receive multiple reports from individuals who state that the white van involved in the collision on Second Line took out the vans at customs. I don't think that was a good idea. No. According to one reader who was involved in this situation, it started at Queen and Huron at Canada Customs. I stopped to help them. He chased me down the street. Imagine this poor person stopping to be a good citizen, a human being, a decent human being, and then he starts chasing the guy down the street. That's terrifying. And I had to go fast in reverse to avoid this guy.
Was he shaking his fist? Was he like...
Fast and Furious 2700, because that's, I think, what we're at now, happened in Sault Ste. Marie yesterday.
Okay.
I don't even know what else to say to that, other than we're waiting for Lincoln to send us some more stuff. So at 12:43, shortly after 11, again, there was no word on injuries. I got nothing else.
Well, some things defy comment.
Customs and a train.
All right. Well, customs and a train. We still have about a minute. I'm gonna, we'll touch on Justin Trudeau for a minute, because there's only so... What?
Touch on him?
I'm going to touch him. I'd like to touch him. I'll touch his hair. Touch him. I'd touch him. I bet he smells like maple syrup and cannabis.
Well, we got a cannabis a few
years ago. Hey, girl, did you see that meme? Hey, girl, come to Canada. I got your cannabis and maple syrup.
Well, aren't we great? We're going to go to a commercial, in a minute, but...
Oh, okay, so now he's going to reorganize the order of the agenda. Apparently now...
Well, we're over, but Premier Ford's coming out at 1 today.
It's just when we bring you Trudeau,
okay.
It's going to be a little longer.
Okay, well, Trudeau
He'll be as long as I allow it.
I don't know if you had anything to play in that role, but you know what? We'll be right back after this 1 minute. Don't go anywhere.
First Local, supported by Rick Mooney, sales representative for Street City Realty. Sold, the sign you want, Rick the realtor you need.
Every day, people in crisis need someone. to answer their call for help, to let them know they're not alone. Whenever people need someone, the Canadian Red Cross is there, on the phone lines and the front lines, around the world and here at home. But none of it would be possible without people just like you. No matter who you are, you have something to give. You can be that someone with the Canadian Red Cross. Learn more at redcross.ca/someone.
First Local, supported by Tammy Ovey. Are you looking for an agent who confidently knows the culture and community of Sault Ste. Marie? Call Tammy Ovey, 705-971-0171.
Rollers Bocce is now open, located downstairs at the Marconi. If you're new to bocce or love the game, Rollers is the place for you. Grab your friends and family and let the good times roll. Book your court today at rollersbocce.ca.
Good morning and welcome back to this Hump Day edition of First Local Mornings. It's September 1st. And, here we are, and beginning a new month. It's going to be a great month. I really do enjoy the fall.
Me too, it's my favorite.
Yeah, because you have that ideal mix of summer weather and also the coolness of the fall.
Talk about coolness, you got to be cool with a sweater and jeans. It's like
right? I can't wait.
I know.
So, okay. But one of our viewers did send me a clip yesterday, Mark Jordan. Mark. I wanted to let you guys know that sometimes the live broadcast thing, of course, does not always go to plan.
Not us. We're not referring to us.
No, not referring to us. So I'm just, without further ado.
I can pick your nose today. Oh, there it is.
So without further ado, I bring you a day in the life of a traffic reporter.
I'm going.
Many of you are still at home, but if you are heading out this weekend, there is some weekend construction you need to be aware of.
Our new traffic anchor, Anavid Reyes, has a look at this weekend's traffic.
Yes, Veronica, we are out here live. We're at exit 57 on I-24 East. If you're looking at traffic, don't expect too many delays. As you can see out here, things look to be moving along just fine. Over my left shoulder, you can see some minor road construction in the area, but that hasn't affected things much this morning. And oh, by the way, just real quick, my name is pronounced Anavid, not Anavid. So if I'm going to come out here and do these live traffic reports and literally risk my life, I'd appreciate it if somebody back in the studio could learn how to pronounce my name.
Oh, I'm sorry. You got it, Anavid.
Yeah.
And what's it look like southbound?
Okay, there's more to this.
Okay, well, we're going to come back to this because I want the whole thing to play.
Yeah, pause it there, Michael. We're coming back to it.
Bummer.
Well, it's called a tease.
Yeah, for sure. So you're going to have to see what happens.
It gets funnier
as Anavid spirals.
I want to do it to Dan. And the Don Green is standing it.
That's right. We'll go now live to Don Gren. Mr. Gren, we'll see you now. It's funnier when I get his name right, but yeah, okay.
Anyway.
All right, no, but in all seriousness, Justin Trudeau was made an election stop yesterday, being Tuesday, in Sudbury at Laurentian campus. And while he didn't really touch on the university's financial troubles, he did tell about 24 protesters who were disrupting the event that they're wrong for opposing the COVID-19 vaccination rollout. The folks were shouting, the anti-vaxxers, and Trudeau just said categorically they're wrong. They're putting at risk their own kids. They're putting at risk our kids as well. So Trudeau did tell the crowd that a liberal federal government would work with the provinces and territories that want to create vaccination certification or vaccination passports for those who have been immunized against COVID-19 so that everyone can be safe. Canadians, he did indicate that he recognizes Canadians have made incredible sacrifices over the past year and a half, and the Liberal leader, these protests have been plaguing him. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but you know.
But we did, because it's funny.
Boo! A picture of that scene from The Princess Bride. Boo!
Oh, I haven't seen that movie in ages.
Boo!
Yeah, everywhere he goes, he's not getting met with much,
he's getting a lot of pushback. So this is posted, but yeah, we do have some footage from these protests and Justin Trudeau responding to the protesters. So
roll out.
Put them in danger in the seat next to them or across the aisle. And we know that the way to get through this as well is to make sure that people can go into non-essential businesses and feel safe that they're not going to get catch COVID from someone next to them. And that means we're going to work with provinces and territories who want to move forward on vaccination certifications, on vaccination passports, so that everyone can be safe. And what's more, the federal government has announced we're going to pay for the development of those privileges that you get once you get vaccinated, because everyone needs to get vaccinated, and those people are putting us all at risk. Canadians made incredible sacrifices over the past year and a half, and Aaron O'Toole is siding with them instead of with Canadians who did their part and stepped up. He's talking about personal choice. What about my choice to keep my kids safe? What about our choices to make sure we're getting through this pandemic as quickly as we can? That's the choice we've all made. Canadians have shown it in being there for each other. And I am not going to back down, no matter how many of them show up to try and shout us down from what I know to be true.
Okay, wow.
I just drove to Hamilton and back.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's some strong words. And, if he is going to go out there and risk his life, his name is Untitled.
Well, we're going to throw you another clip of that, but we're going to talk about Dr. Ford first. At 1 o'clock today, he is making his announcement. Yeah, yes. Yesterday with Dr. Kieran Moore, who is the new doctor for the province, who is supposed to address the province on Tuesdays. That was canceled yesterday with regards to the vaccination certificate program, which sources indicate allegedly it will be released today. QR codes is what we are now looking into.
I'm going to have a QR code?
Everyone's going to be a QR code. Eventually, it's going to be tattooed to your forehead. Speaking of tattoos, that was a funny meme this morning. The government will announce his vaccine certificate later today. 1 o'clock is when Dougie's coming on, so expect me at 1 alongside. Oh my God, did he go away? Or is this old? What? This is 2 weeks ago. Stay home, everybody. We're not traveling anymore. That is BS 40. This is why you went quiet for a couple weeks. Hey, he looks a little like our old president there, don't you think? Or Donald Trump? Just a little bit and needs a little bit more. Okay, so back to the story from Mr. Tanda. What the hell is that? I can't get over that. We're all going to be on QR codes, apparently, and that's what the rollout is going to be discussed.
So here's a question that I have, and I hope that it's going to get addressed. I don't know, why do we need these separate products when the back of our health cards have what I believe are very comparable to the QR codes? Too compromising.
You know what I mean? Too much information is being divvied out on your health card.
But I've gone to places now where they just beep the back of it and they upload information. It's already being used. So I
feel this is a very contentious conversation. There you go.
There's my new code. There you go, everybody. Quick, scan me.
Can I pick my code? I'd like to pick a picture somehow. You know what I mean?
Scan me.
Baby.
Yeah.
Okay, we got to go to a commercial. When we come back, we are going to talk about Ontario extending paid leave until the end of the year, and that came from our Minister of Labour.
And the optometrists are really, really angry.
Right, and that minister was Monty McNaughton, so I just needed to get that out there.
Your Monty.
And what else do we got?
Is it the full Monty or?
Always the full Monty. And more than 1,200 people with links to Canada still in Afghanistan. Canada has agreed to take on 5,000.
Yes.
And the war is over there that ended yesterday.
Okay.
As you know, the Taliban took back over. So lots of political stuff going on. Really gets my goat. And when we come back, we are going to go back to that news reporter to find out just how crazy he went.
That's right.
Back.
First Local, supported by James Seton, Mortgage Specialist. Your new home doesn't come with mortgage advice. I do. Call James Seton, Mortgage Specialist, RBC 705-975-1519.
Just once in a while, at parties and stuff. If that's what your kid says, they'll probably also tell you that it's not a big deal. But that's no reason not to talk about it. You could tell them that you think that's a good thing and that you're really happy they don't use it that often. Then ask them why. Maybe deep down they know it's bad. They just need your help realizing it. From there, it should be pretty easy to drop off the hint that their brain is still growing and that they shouldn't smoke pot. At least not until they're older.
Visit drugfreekidscanada.org for more tools to help start the conversation.
Rollers Bocce is now open. Located downstairs at the Marconi. If you're new to bocce or love the game, Rollers is the place for you. Grab your friends and family and let the good times roll. Book your court today at rollersbocce.ca.
Welcome back. It is Hump Day, Wednesday, September 1st. It is also Whopper Wednesday. Go grab yourself a Whopper. There you go. Burger King. That one's for
Onion
you.
rings.
No onions. I hate onions. Okay.
I will eat your onions, baby.
Go ahead. So nasty. Okay. Do you want to show a little bit? Oh, no, we can't show that right now because the producer's coming here to give me a story, so he can't do two things at once.
Okay, well,
Say
you know
hi,
what?
Mike.
I'm going to talk for a minute
Here we go.
because this might be, okay.
Thanks,
So we
Mike.
had reported previously that, there's some ongoing controversy between the province and the optometrists. So as of today, optometrists in the province of Ontario are poised to withdraw services that are covered by the provincial health insurance. They have been in talks. The talks have broken down. So now, the Ontario Association of Optometrists says it's aware of the inconvenience to patients, but argues that the government has left it with no other choice. So the provincial plan, just so everybody is on the same page, the provincial health plan covers annual eye exams for youth ages 19 and under, seniors ages 65 and older, and for people with specific health conditions. So the optometrist group has argued its members are underfunded for services and that they are absorbing about 45% of eye exam costs. It says that the deadline for withdrawing services may be moved if the health ministry agrees to increase the reimbursement rate, and it says it is committed to minimizing any risk to patients' health and vision. And the province has said it will pay optometrists $39 million to retroactively account for the increased costs of services. So Health Minister Christine Elliott said in a tweet that the professional association said no to further mediation over the weekend, and there is a fair and reasonable plan on the table. I urge the Ontario Association of Optometrists to commit to working with us to reach an agreement.
Thank you very much. Yesterday, Sue Online learned that an incident to wind turbine project, and now this might surprise you, but I did also sit on a committee about wind turbines. Well, as a distraction to drivers, because if you go southwestern way, Ontario, there is just after London, and you're going through Middlesex, there's quite a field of the wind turbines. And someone got in an accident there at one time, and the municipality was held responsible for that because apparently the shine off the wind turbine was captivating. No, that's
squirrel.
That's exactly what it said in the legal. Anyway, so but however, I digress. The project is near Montreal River.
Made me giggle.
She likes me. She circled yes. Below, there was a press release explanation from the partners involved in the operation, which are our friends, Batchewana First Nation. The leadership of Batchewana First Nation was notified of an incident involving one of the towers at the Bow Lake Wind Farm on August the 28th. There's a picture of this. Now, these things are colossal, gigantic. Look at that. Look at that picture. This is an aerial view using a drone of what happened. Where did stock come from, Mike? Who did this drone? From Bruce? Bruce, this is awesome. Terrible, but awesome footage. Thank you, Bruce. Batchewana First Nation, which has a 50% limited partnership interest in the Bow Lake Wind Farm through the subsidiary Muckwa Inc., is monitoring the situation and co-working closely with Blue Earth. So Blue Earth is got without the E on Blue. Renewables co-owner and operator of the city. I just want to jump to Chief Sayre's statement. He wanted to assure the people that this is a rare incident, and although they could not anticipate this happening, they are confident that the internal response team will be monitoring the situation over the next several days, and will be looking into the operator for insurance. They're also going to check all the other wind turbines as well to ensure their safety, and he's asking you to stay away from the area due to safety reasons.
Sure.
Huge. I mean,
that was gigantic.
Yeah, you don't realize how big these things are till you stand beside them. They are
so fortunate that nobody was injured. That could have been catastrophic.
Absolutely.
Like really, yeah.
That's why they place them, and they usually place them on farms too. I mean, a lot of people, if they want to put them on their residential property, get a huge kickback from the government as well. So. Anyways, that is my information on wind turbines. I have such useless knowledge floating out here.
I wouldn't call it useless.
Yeah, I'm sure that. Yeah, I mean,
ideally suited to this.
Well,
we can sit around and talk forever. You know what? I think that one day we're just going to surprise you all with a show with no agenda. But ours.
And broadband connectivity. That's my other thing. What a loser I am. Okay, a year ago.
I want to talk about what's happening in Elliott Lake because you know what? On August 31st, so yesterday, at about 1:45 in the morning, members from the East Algoma detachment of the Ontario Provincial Police did respond to a suspicious persons in a vehicle complaint at a gas station.
Which one?
On Highway 108 in the city of Elliott Lake.
Okay.
So,
well, there's one there, I think. How many are in the
So, suspicious persons in a vehicle complaint. I got some suspicious people in a vehicle. So 10 to 1, so at 12...
Sorry.
At 12:48 p.m., police observed the suspect vehicle on Hillside Drive South and initiated a traffic stop. The driver, who is known to police, was a suspended driver and was in possession of stolen property. One passenger was wanted on several breach charges related to a previous domestic occurrence, and another passenger... Another passenger was also in breach of several conditions. So if ever there were 3 people who probably shouldn't have stolen property in the vehicle and should not be traveling together, this might be the trio. At any rate, a result of the investigation, the driver, Dale Boyer, 47 years of age from Elliott Lake, charged with possession of a credit card, failed to comply with probation order, driving while under suspension. The accused is scheduled to appear before the Ontario Court of Justice in Elliott Lake on November 2nd. A 34-year-old from the Serpent River First Nation was charged with failure to comply with a release order other than to attend court and failure to comply with a probation order. That accused will appear in the Ontario Court of Justice video bail in Blind River on August 31st and was remanded into custody. And the third member of the group, 36 years old from Elliott Lake, charged with failure to comply with release order other than to attend court, I don't need to read that part, and failure to comply with a probation order. How come one person is named and the other 2 are not?
I don't know. I don't even know why they would even mention where the other person lived from a certain community, First Nation community. I can't say I'm going to put that stuff in the nobody's business. Okay, there was a man charged with danger. Like, they don't say, Paulette Linden of this address in Fireball Terrace. So why are you telling everybody else from there? Anyways, man charged with dangerous operation on August 30th. Officers with patrol services charged an 18-year-old Ty Palumbo, who was charged with dangerous operation and refusal to comply with a demand around 5:48 p.m. on the 30th, so a Monday. We just got this. Officers responded to a call of a possible impaired driver involved in a motor vehicle collision at Tallack Boulevard. Where's Tallack? Tallack.
I asked that question. I don't even know where Tallack Boulevard is.
Well, this map is certainly zooming in quite quickly for us to find that information out. And Mike, you are the winner. I still don't know where that is, but it's on your screen. It's where it is. They developed grounds of believing his ability to operate a motor vehicle was not there. So the accused was arrested and provided a breath sample, to which he performed poorly. Thank you. He is charged with dangerous operation, refusal to comply, and he's going to court on October the 18th. Double shot. Can we just show a minute of the reporter and then go straight to a commercial, Mike? Okay, let's do it. Continuing on with the man who raised from the side of the road. Don Grin.
What I see here, and I don't know if you guys knew this back at the station, but every person in America has access to this.
Well, it looks cold. And it sounds like you may have woken up on the wrong side of the bed.
Yeah, I don't know, or woken up on the wrong side of the bed, or most people are still in bed because no one's watching the local news for traffic. Like in terms of figuring out the best route to work and traffic patterns, I can think of off the top of my head 57 other ways to do this more efficiently. Google Maps, Apple Maps, Bing Maps. My Uncle Ricky still has a TomTom. You can plug the address into that. I don't know. go to a truck stop and rent a CB and talk to one of these truck drivers. He could probably tell you a better way to know what the traffic is. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out why.
Thank you, Anna V.
Okay. First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes.
Inches home to Lola bounds. This large male sports a wet trimming black fur.
You don't need a media monkey to make healthy choices. Think for yourself. A message from Concerned Children's Advertisers.
First Local, supported by Nogda Windeman Family and Community Services. Be an alternative care parent. A child needs you.
First Local, supported by Northern Safety and Training, locally owned and operated. Get your DZ training for only $2,000, tax included. Call 705-987-8460 for more information.
It is Wednesday, September the 1st.
Yes,
you are
it is.
with Heidi and Colette, and you're about to be with Craig Huckerby, who has all of the updated information on the weather. Over to you, Craig.
Thank you very much, and good morning again, everyone. We'll take a look at the satellite and show you that we, again, don't have anything to worry about because we have high pressure sitting over top of us, which is why we're also seeing a very cool morning today. We have that system left over from the hurricane or tropical depression. That's all kind of still pushing off towards the east coast. We have high pressure here kind of blocking that. Also, the jet stream is also carrying that over there too. You can imagine the jet stream is like this, so we're seeing some cooler air for, well, the rest of the week. We'll take a look at the radar, and really, there you go. There's the tropical depression still making its way out towards the ocean, and we have really nothing to worry about here as far as even clouds or even any sort of precipitation whatsoever. Temperature is 22 today. Just slightly above where we should be. 21 degrees in Wawa, 20 in Timmins, 22 in Sudbury. So we're all pretty much still under that same air mass. We'll take a look at the systems map for you, and you can basically see what's going on. So you see cold air here, or when I say cold, I mean cooler, right here, guiding this guy out. This is the jet stream right here. Taking that guy out, we just have clear conditions, and also we have some winds from the northwest, just light to moderate winds today, and they should be with us sometime around the noon hour most of our day. Let's take a look at the 3-day forecast for you. Mainly sunny skies, maybe a few passing clouds, nothing to worry about. 22 degrees, 21 for Thursday. See a little more cloud. Same story for Friday, 21 degrees. We see a little more cloud. And we stick with these temperatures for the next 7 days. We do have a little bit of a system coming in on Saturday or Sunday. We're still watching that, but that is kind of breaking down as we speak. So fingers crossed, we're going to have a great weekend. That is your forecast for right now. We're going to send it back over to Heidi and Colette.
Welcome back to First Local Mornings. You are here, of course, with Colette and Heidi. I love that little traffic reporter. You know, I could think of at least 57 different ways to do this more efficiently. 57 Hilarious. Is such a specific number.
Oh my gosh, so funny.
You know, and we've got our own little chase reporter who does go live. So we're going to have to make sure that the next time we get his name wrong and just see what happens,
just
right?
To see the rage.
And over to you, Don Green. So. Okay,
Tom, he says, though. I haven't heard of Tom.
I know, and I had to go, Tom. Oh, yeah. That's funny stuff. You know, or you can rent a CB and ask any one of these truckers. Okay.
Good times, Mark Jordan. Thanks.
All right. Yeah, thanks, Mark. That was really, really good. I shared that thoroughly. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do a factoid, and then you want to get into some social media?
Yeah.
Okay, so So factoid number 1. So September 1st in 1976. Pink Floyd. Wish You Were Here was close to spending 1 year on the UK chart. Pink Floyd's 9th studio had been premiered at Nebworth in July 1975 and was released in September that year. An instant success with record EMI, unable to press enough copies to satisfy demand. So now, Pink Floyd, known for the artwork on their album covers, the artwork for the album package was once again created by the Hypnosis, and that's HIPGNOSIS team, who created a series of tableaus based on absence, including the empty gesture of a handshake between two U.S. businessmen, one of whom is on fire, which kind of describes us just about every day, but a diver that causes no ripples, and a piece of gauze floating in the wind, photographed somewhere in Norfolk, UK.
Beautiful.
There you go.
Who doesn't love some Pink Floyd?
Yeah, that's a great song,
first
too.
on the Facebook, social media.
I am pretty
salutations on this fine hump day.
Hello, Jim Whitty. Jim Whitty says, good morning, all. Good morning to you, Jim. Nice to see you. Margaret McKegg says, good morning, all. Good morning, Margaret.
That's not, I thought there was two little...
not yet. That's Marilyn. That's Marilyn. Sorry, we were peeking at the social media earlier.
You peeker.
Bradley says, okay, I'm looking now ahead to read the exclamation points. Good morning, with 3 exclamation points. Happy hump day.
Morning, Bradley.
Morning, Bradley. Happy hump day to you. Marilyn Trumbull, good morning, everyone, with 4 exclamation points. Happy September 1st. And the only emojis I read now, ×2, the great huge tracts of land allowing the sun to come up between them.
No poop emoji again. Hey?
No poop emoji. Just the sun.
I forgot my poop emoji. I said I was going to bring it in.
Giselle Tchaikovsky bids happy hump day, everyone. Happy hump day to you, Giselle. Jim Whitty says, morning, Brad. Steve Child says, GWMAHAGHD. So, good Wednesday morning, all. Have a great hump day. Yes.
You too.
And of course, rocking the horns. Steve.
I love the horns too.
Yes. Bradley, morning, Jim. Jim Whitty, how do you know your math tutor is hungry? Answer, she'll work for pie.
3.1415. What is it?
Lisa Foja is watching, a new viewer. Thank you, Lisa. She thanks us. Your story, your daughter's story is important, and I was happy to share it. So thank you for doing the work that you're doing.
Yes. So important.
Joseph Bertrand, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Joseph. Marge Gray. Hey. Hi, Marge Gray.
Marge Grin?
I did ask Dan because, we hadn't, but he said that you're very busy in the mornings now. So I'm particularly pleased that you were able to find a moment to pop in and watch.
You forgot us.
Thank you. Evelyn McColeman, good morning to everyone. Have a nice day. And you have a nice day, right?
Absolutely. Love that name, Evelyn. I do.
Steve Childs, who is going to pay us and our grandkids? It really doesn't matter which party in the end.
Oh, the optometrist are you talking about? Are we talking about...
I think so. The optometrist?
Question to you.
Yeah, question to you, Steve.
Stephen Child.
But it's interesting because I was actually doing my thing in the morning, and I was thinking about, the whole politics is a weird thing for me, and that's why it's interesting when you talk. I am genuinely interested because at the end of the day, I don't. That do you have to declare an affiliation, I guess, is what I'm saying. Shouldn't the job go to the person who's going to do the
essentially
best job?
That's how life should work. You shouldn't, even when you receive a resume, you don't hire off a name or anything else or try to balance the beam. You hire the right person for the right job.
Right, but now we have, I guess this is what they call partisan politics, right? You declare an affiliation, and these are what we believe, and this is what we do. Okay.
Yeah. There's a line down the center of that aisle, that's for sure, down that aisle.
Just kind of hard for me to wrap my head around that. Okay, anyway, sorry, but I digress. All right.
That's 2 for 2 today.
Enika rounds it out. Good morning, all, and happy hump day.
Happy hump day.
What?
Oh, okay, we have... Oh! Yes. That is like a nice pink poop emoji. I love that. Thank you for putting that up, Michael. Dante made me a beautiful poop emoji, and I'm very, you've been in my house, I'm very, I don't like stuff or gadgets, you know? Mm-hmm. That poop emoji is the only thing that's on my windows. I love it. I don't know why.
Yes,
I interrupted to talk about poo. Sorry.
No, that's fine. We're going to throw to commercial so we can hear some important messaging from our support board sponsors like Maker North, like Tammy Ovey, like so many people. We've got the United Way, we've got Nogda Windeman. So listen to what they're about to say and then come back to us.
First Local, supported by the Canadian Bush Plain Heritage Centre, where adventure takes off. First Local, supported by Gary Cherbinsky, Exit Realty, Lake Superior. Buying a home is a big decision, so is choosing the right agent. Call Gary Cherbinsky, broker at Exit Realty, Lake Superior, 705-257-5432.
When I found out I had cancer, it was the hardest day of my life. But life is bigger than cancer.
First Local, supported by United Way. Help make your community a better place. Show your local love and donate today. Good morning and welcome back to First Local Morning. Today is Wednesday, September the 1st. You are here with Colette and Heidi. It is my unfortunate duty to report that a boater that had been missing after going out on Lake Ontario waters late last week was actually found dead yesterday. Halton Police said that Marine officers were assisting a boater last Thursday during a storm in the area of 16 Mile Creek and Lake Ontario when they noticed another boat that was adrift nearby with no one on board shortly after 6 p.m. Aw, look at them. Police confirmed that the vessel had been purchased earlier in the day by 80-year-old Robert Wiles. Wiles, considered an experienced operator, was last seen leaving Bronte Harbor in Oakville around noon.
16 Mile Creek was Oakville,
Yeah, that's
right.
That's yours.
Right, that's my hood.
On Tuesday around 10:30 a.m., a boater in the vicinity of Bronte Harbor notified police of a deceased person in the water. That person has since been identified as Wiles, and the HRPS would like to extend their sincerest condolences to the family and friends of Mr. Wiles, and they do thank the public for their assistance in the search.
All right. Well, just on that topic, I'm going to go freebie here, but it is the long weekend coming up.
Yes.
It is the last weekend of the summer, the official. Be careful when you're driving. We do have some impaired charges. We know that long weekends involve that, boating. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink on your boat. And be safe this weekend. Wear your seatbelt.
You have to assume that the police will be out.
For sure they will be. They will be. Also, I do believe, and I think Craig and I were talking about this yesterday, expect gas prices to...
Sure.
If they haven't already, because I think they might have gone up last night, which we probably should have brought you this information yesterday before that occurred. But
well, it's not like it's a new thing, right?
It's not. I mean, they do it because they can, just like a dog does his thing. You know what I'm saying? Read between the lines. So, Canadian man has pleaded guilty to conspiracy to commit wire fraud. This is quite the story that came through yesterday. After being arrested in a global personal protective equipment scheme. So PPE, we're all familiar with that acronym by now. Stephen Mesrop from Richmond Hill, Ontario, and 4 other Canadians were arrested and charged for buying up PPE and selling it at a higher price earlier this year. In addition, Mesrop and 7 others, including the 4 other Canadians, were charged with conspiracy to fraudulently acquire personal protective equipment and event tickets. According to the U.S. Attorney's Office, Mesrop and co-conspirators used stolen credit cards and identity documents to obtain event tickets and PPE, which they would later sell on a marked up price. Again, we found this in toilet paper here locally and a lot of other things, but this is obviously excessive. But everybody just, we're in this pandemic and people are like, oh, how can I gain on this? You know what I mean? Well, you didn't because you got caught. So anyway,
What is it about, a threat to civilization as we know it that has everybody scrambling for toilet paper?
Right? I mean...
Okay. Anyway, this show has been rife with my personal opinion, and I need to state that my opinion is my own and not that of my employer, Superior Media.
We read that disclaimer. And you know what? Always go and find an X's t-shirt or something if you run out of toilet paper, because it works. I mean, why not?
You know what? I want to pop in really quickly because the Girl Guides have reached out, and I do like to be supportive.
I was a Girl Guide once upon a time. No, a brownie. I was a brownie.
Oh. No, this is Girl Guides. Okay. So this is a call to action for all girls in senior kindergarten through grade 12. If you enjoy nature and the great outdoors, you want to take action in helping the environment, you want to explore science and technology, you want to make your community a better place, maybe learn some life skills such as financial literacy, healthy relationships, first aid. You want to enhance your understanding of world issues that impact girls and women. And through Girl Guides, actually, I don't know if you know this, but you can apply for post-secondary scholarships.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I did. It is great on your resume.
Yeah,
sure.
So, they have multiple levels, and I'm going to be posting this to the website, ranging from Sparks through Brownies, Guides, Pathfinders, Rangers, and the associated grade levels, Okay. So high school students can also contribute towards their community service hours as junior leaders by leading the younger children at meetings, camps, and special events. So to find a unit near you and to register online, go to register.girlguides.ca/web/en/unit search.
There's no forward slashes. What the heck?
Or call 1-800-565-8111
or follow the link from Sue online on the story that Heidi's going to post so you don't have to slash and slash some more. Like someone did to my tire this morning. Anyway, right?
I know.
Come on. Leave me alone. Can I not have one day just to wake up and be like, today's going to be an easy one?
Cinderella being woken up by the birds, like cheeping.
Oh God, that drives me nuts.
In her ear.
I can't stand the tweets of birds. You know that. I'd rather have the tire slashed. I'm just kidding. I have to hit this story. It's about Ontario's Worker Income Protection Benefit, which mandates 3 paid sick days, will be extended until the end of the year. The program, which was initially set to expire on the 25th of September, is now expiring on the 31st of December 2021. Oh my God, Christmas is not too far away. In a statement by Minister of Labour, Monty McNaughton, he said the decision to extend this program comes after the new data showing the Delta variant is spreading faster, quicker, and more than they had anticipated. Okay. So they want to ensure that there is 3 days of paid sick leave. Clearly, if this is being put out by Monty, this is a provincial following, not a federal thing. In addition to ensuring no one else would lose their job to COVID-19 in April, they did pull out this new measure. So thank you, Monty McNaughton. In April, the Doug Ford government announced the program, which requires employers to pay employees up to $200 per day for 3 days missed at work. Thank you, Provincial Gov.
All right. I will do another factoid if that's all right.
Yes, we got another shot of Craig too, so we got to hit that and some more social media.
So September 1st, 2011. We referenced Green Day.
Dante's year.
Aww, my Dante. Little man.
You did Dante.
So we did reference Green Day earlier. So I'm going to talk specifically about Billy Joe Armstrong. On this day in 2011, Billy Joe Armstrong was thrown off a Southwest flight because the singer was wearing his pants too low.
Well, did he have nothing to show?
What? A flight attendant had approached Armstrong and told him, pull up your pants or you get off the plane.
Oh my goodness. I don't think that would go by 2021. I don't think.
Yes. So later, Southwest spokesman Brad Hawkins released a statement saying that the airline and the Green Day pop star had settled their differences over the incident.
How low can you go?
I have no information. Literally, how low can you go and still be permitted on the flight?
Right. There must have been some skiddage. I was in the pool, he says. Imagine.
And Steve Childs did respond because we asked what he was. He said, my thinking, everyone else is in my head, LOL. He was referring to the Trudeau clip when he said, who is going to pay?
I'm sorry.
Okay,
right.
So yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
We were trying. He was I just saw that pink poo emoji pop up again on the screen. I love the poo emoji. Oh, good. I'm getting a phone call during the show. That's always good. And it is Wednesday. We're going to come back and talk about, I've got more than 200 people with links to Canada still from Afghanistan. Ontario court classifies class action against insurers related to COVID-19 losses. We've wanted to get to that story for some time. And the NOJHL expands its vaccination policy. So we want to go see our local hockey Thunderbirds. We need to check out that article. We'll be right back after this. After these messages, we'll be right back.
Yes, yes.
Family owned and operated, A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling has been serving Sault Ste. Marie and surrounding area since 1968. For a free estimate, call 705-779-3909. A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling, available for all your water needs. 1944, 2nd Line West, Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling. Call 705-779-3909 for a free estimate today. First Local, supported by Tenaris Algoma Tubes. Kickstart your career. Tenaris is rapidly growing in Sault Ste. Marie and looking for individuals interested in rewarding production and technician roles. If you are ready for a progressive career opportunity with benefits in advanced manufacturing, then please send your resume to resumes@tenaris.com.
First Local, supported by The Refinery, the leader in women's fitness and transformations. 624 Wellington Street West in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. Call 705-255-8895 for more information. Thank you. And welcome back to First Local Morning. You are here with Colette and Heidi. It is Hump Day, also Whopper Wednesday, which is exciting.
It's our thing. This is our last one, though, because
That's
we did
right.
say the month of September.
I'm getting back on track in September because this happens to me like literally every summer.
It's hard in the summer to maintain
I take the summer off and
meal plans.
I have a good time.
we claimed the summer of Heidi and Colette back in April.
We did. We absolutely did. So
it worked.
Let's see how long we can extend the summer weather into September. Craig,
what a segue.
Give us your information.
Good job.
Well, I'll be talking about the fall outlook coming up shortly. We're going to first take a look at the 12-hour forecast for your day today. Not looking all that bad. We have sunny skies and just some slightly cooler temperatures than what we've had over the last week or so. Temperatures coming in around 22, 23 degrees today, falling down to 17 degrees for your evening, and just sunny skies and some northwest winds that we have to deal with today, just keeping things a little bit on the cool side. But we're basically above seasonal, and we'll take a look now at the fall outlook for temperatures, and it looks like we're going to be above seasonal as far as temperatures go for the next 2 months, according to AccuWeather anyway. Average temperatures for September for the Sioux is around 18 degrees, so anything north of 18 degrees we're going to see above normal readings. As far as precipitation goes, normally the Sioux sees around 51 millimeters for the month of September. And this fall, we're looking at just normal precipitation levels. So around 51, 52 millimeters we can expect for the month of September. October is traditionally our wettest month, and that's around 81 millimeters. So that's going to be average too. So we're looking for an extended period of warm weather for the fall. Could come with a double whammy though, because when we have warm weather in the fall, that means the lake doesn't freeze over in the late fall, and that of course could give us early snow, but that's still a whiles away. So that's your outlook for the fall. It's not looking all that bad actually. We're going to send it right back to Heidi and Colette.
Like sometimes I'm like, oh, wait, what's he saying? You're so great, Craig. Like it's just, I mean, yeah, awesome. Look, I got goosebumps. He just, that voice.
I know.
I love it.
And
Anyways,
his little face.
No, he's just so knowledgeable, and we're very fortunate to work alongside Craig Hoggerby. But what is great about that is that fall is going to look beautiful, and fall is beautiful. It's nature's fireworks. I read that in a Calvin and Hobbes once, and it stuck with me.
Okay.
Nature's fireworks.
Oh, you know what was interesting yesterday? You know how I always kind of talk around the watershed, because Craig did explain it to me once. I still can't connect. I just didn't retain the information. Well, I was walking to pick something up off the printer, and Bruce was showing footage from his drone, and in the corner of my brain, I heard Bruce saying, "You see, look, you can look here, you can see the watershed," and I was like, "Oh,
a visual!" Because you and I are both visual people.
And so he's, gesturing widely at the screen. I still have no idea what they're talking about.
And I unfortunately have not sat on a watershed committee, which is bizarre.
Therefore, you know, unless you, the viewer, know what we're talking about, you're not going to know through us. So
that's selling the show.
No, I'm going to do some research, and I will prepare a formal presentation because I feel it should be my penance because it keeps sticking in my brain. So
I think we should do it together.
Clearly, this is my calling: is to bring forward information and illuminate all with, you know, details of the watershed.
How is it even?
Can I talk to you about that beer company that's going to infuse their product with cannabis?
Cannabis? 2 Ontario companies working together. Way to go,
A
Ontario.
subsidiary of the Boston Beer Company Incorporated will produce non-alcoholic but cannabis-infused beverages with the help of 2 Ontario companies. So BBCCC Incorporated, whose parent company makes Samuel Adams beer and Truly Hard Seltzer, says it signed agreements with Entourage Health Corporation's Weed MD RX Incorporated and Althea Group Holdings Limited Peak Processing Solutions. So under these 5-year agreements, the beer company and Peak will develop beverages at a facility in Windsor, Ontario. So Entourage then will be the exclusive distributor of the beverages and hold rights to sell and market the products. So the companies expect production to start in the 4th quarter of this year. And it's interesting to note that the products are part of a pursuit Boston Beer announced in May when it revealed it was creating a subsidiary to... I like that word, subsidiary.
That's funny. I said that yesterday.
You did?
I did.
Subsidiary.
I like subsidiary.
Go ahead, say it. Subsidiary.
Go
nice.
ahead. Okay, we'll take a second and go.
Okay. When it revealed it was creating a subsidiary to serve as a Canadian research and innovation hub for non-alcoholic cannabis beverages.
Cool.
So drawing that hard line between alcohol and cannabis. So I think that's interesting. I thought
it is interesting.
Anyway. Yeah.
And we do watch that show, Working Moms. It's a Canadian show on the CBC. Very funny show. We support our Canadian comedies, such as Schitt's Creek, as you know. We go on and on about it. But Working Moms is another one. But she lost her kid in the cannabis-infused
beer.
distillery.
But this was actually a beer.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So I don't know.
Very funny. And the other one had a party and drank it all too, right? Yeah, remember that? The daughter?
Well, yeah, the daughter.
Sorry,
yeah,
we're just going to take a moment, a little sidebar, as they say in the judicial system. Northern Ontario Junior Hockey League, the NOJHL, has changed their rules. Has changed their rules regarding how you can attend to watch any of the 12 teams. Those wishing to access NOJHL games must be fully vaccinated and have proof.
Yes.
If you have a child with you 12 and under who is not vaccinated, the parent must be fully vaccinated.
Okay. All right.
So here we go. QR codes might be, I don't know if we're doing that, but, and again, so they are definitely pushing vaccination. Where you stand on that is your business, and we'll leave it at that. So they must be supervised by a fully vaccinated adult, obviously be wearing a mask, and follow all safety protocols, as we know, keeping your distance, not talking to anybody, not liking anyone, and living a world of segregation.
Well, I'm going to take a moment to...
I was just trying to make her laugh.
I know.
Like, you're a hard one this morning.
I'm trying to be stoic in
please.
news, like
stoic. But another good word.
I lived out. I was telling you this morning. I actually lived a portion of a Seinfeld episode. I don't know if everybody remembers the Seinfeld episode when they arrive at the airport after a flight, and the car, the reservation that Jerry had made was not kept. I choose not to declare where I had made the reservation, but I had made a reservation yesterday for myself and my daughter, and we showed up. We had been given a time, and we showed up, and there was a lineup. Not for the people who were just walking up. No, the lineup was for the people who had made a reservation. So like Seinfeld, clearly they know how to take the reservation. They just don't know how to keep the reservation. And my daughter was, she was concerned that I was going to get all buck, and it was coming
close. You don't get snidey, Heidi.
Well, I was being savaged and menaced by a very aggressive hornet. I'm going to let you know. It tried to fly up my dress more than once, and that would not have been a good time. And if I had been shown into the facility on the moment that I had made my arrival for my reservation, I would not have been so menaced. As it turns out, I did not have to declare my outrage because I was priming the lady in front of me because she kept looking at me going,
you were fueling her fire.
Right?
That's
And I was like, oh. So I just kept talking to Sophia, but in her ear, I was like, oh, what's the point of making a reservation? So when the girl,
keep them.
When the gatekeeper said step forward, that woman was on fire. She said, what, me? Or the people who are just walking up?
And that poor bee didn't even get to sting you. We'll be right back tomorrow, not today, but join me at 1 o'clock with Doug Ford. Have an awesome hump day.